I do this video every year where I trawl through the latest releases, launches, collections that are dropping later in the year to deliver to you the hottest designer bags of 2024. Some of these are trending now, some of these I really think will trend later on in the year, and some of these I just really want to tell you about because I think they're really good. Links will be below or in the shopping button on the screen. Let's start off with an obvious one. Am I a fan of it? No, not really, but I'm here to tell you the hottest bags. And this is one of the hottest bags. This is the Loewe Margot bag. Hailed as Birkin adjacent, shockingly, but here we are. It is a very simple tote bag style, being seen on a number of celebrities. Comes in about 4 sizes, I believe. Everything from something sort of small and pop in the crook of your elbow. It does come with a crossbody strap. And bop around town to I'm having a weekend away and I need to bring everything under the kitchen sink. So you have a lot of size option. You also have different leathers that this comes in, be it suede, be it like a smooth leather. A lot of the colours are very neutral at the moment. I don't know if seasonally they might bring something out with a little bit of a pop. Unclear. It does have these sort of little adjustments on the sides that you can squeeze things in or keep it out. Also, depending on the leather, you're going to get different levels of slouch. If you want something very supple and soft and slouchy, or something a little bit more structured as well. But if you like the Loewe Margot bag, but you want something very similar but different, Prada has come out with their version, in case the only thing you were missing was a little foil stamp there with the name. There is also the Kate Maeve bag. So a lot of brands are following suit, and there are options for you. Guys, if you are new here, my name is Cassie and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, you're gonna love it here. So head on there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. The next one is a reissue. This is the Dior newspaper saddle. This bag originally came out in 2000 and it was designed by John Galliano when he was creative director of Dior. This bag is iconic. I mean, we've seen the newspaper dress in Sex and the City, blah, 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 but this bag really just holds such gravitas. That's not the right word, but it felt right to say. It's very weighty. You know, within the world of fashion, it means a lot. That newspaper saddle, that newspaper print, they are re-releasing this as part of the Dior pre-fall collection. It's currently online for pre-order. I don't know when that means that it'll drop. Maybe around sort of July time, because fall, winter starts to come in August, September. Usually, when it comes to reissues, people are like, go and buy the vintage versions because it's cheaper, right? Understood. Not in this case. The cheapest one I found online is $16,000. I've seen it be around 30,000. Right? It's shocking. So in this case, you really do want the reissue. The differences is that it says New York, Paris on it, because this was like the New York collection that Dior did. So instead of it being Christian Dior on the top, it's sort of shifted up and it says New York, Paris, but the Christian Dior part of the newspaper is on the bag. And also the leather handle is in black. You also have a crossbody strap now with the new version that you don't with the old version, and the old version is also with white leather as the strap. It's super iconic. I know that this bag is moving quickly, so if this is something that you're interested in, I would get a little bit of a move on there. The Bottega Veneta Long Andiamo clutch. Speaking of bags that are moving quickly, I believe this is back ordered until October, sorry. It is the Bottega version of an Hermes Kelly cut. She's long, she's slim. She is in the intrecciato weave leather with a golden knot clasp sort of closure at the front there. The knot goes through the little hole. And you just have the top handle. There is no other strap with this bag. She is a top handle or she is a clutch, and that is all she is. She is very chic and elegant, very much down that alley. A woman who wears white and feels confident about it. That's the sort of woman that has this clutch. I really do like this clutch, but this comes in a chocolate brown, which I believe is called fondant on their website, black, a dark green. There is also a gold. Well, there was a gold. I don't know if the gold is coming back. The gold is glorious. and fabulous and wonderful. People are loving this bag. She's an East-West beauty. We have the Gucci Luce. It must be the Luce if it's Italian. I'm going to call it the Luce / Moonside bag. I've put these two together because I do believe that they're siblings. Look at these bags and tell me that they're not related. They're siblings! So let's start off with the Luce. This is a small shoulder bag style, only comes with the one shoulder bag strap. It is detachable, so again, you're clutching or your shoulder, nothing more. I think that this is a good bag. I like that it comes in the monogram Gucci canvas, but it also comes in some really fun summery pops. There's a pink, there's a blue, there's an orange, there's a yellow. The campaign for this collection is also very good. It's one of the first new bag designs from new creative director Sabato De Sarno. So let's see what's coming. I'm keeping an open mind because I wasn't that open to begin with. But I think this is a good bag, sizable, you know, like for like a small shoulder bag, you're going to get your stuff in there. And I think that it's a style that will go with a lot. Now the Moonside version of this is basically smaller. It has a zip closure and this little sort of tiny flap that goes across the front, but it does have a zip closure in case on first impressions you were like, she's open. No, she's not. She's super cute, comes in 3 colours. Let's move forward into fall winter 2024 a little bit with this release. It's not out yet, but these are the Prada re-nylon bags with the floral appliques, okay? So we know that Prada does nylon very well. This is one of their superpowers. You've got some of those classic styles in this like duffel bag style. I think it's a 1987. The little backpack, and there's one more that I can't remember off the top of my head. But these bag styles they're doing again in the nylon, except that you have these floral details that are beaded with crystals and sequins and all of that, that kind of takes things up a notch. You know, it just gives something a little bit different to the Prada nylon bags that we know and love. And what I also like about this is because they've done the black on black, it feels dressy but also can be very casual. It's not like it's razzle dazzle, this is an evening bag and all of that. It does feel a little bit more wearable for the everyday, if that makes sense. But I do like that they've done this sort of very dressy embellishments on a very casual bag style. The Alaia Le Teckle, named after a sausage dog. This bag has just gone wild, really. It's very much a hot piece. I really like this bag. Once again, I'm trying to be sensible. I don't know if the right colour comes along, I may cave. But it comes in 2 sizes, the small and the medium. Also, randomly, it comes with a tiny mirror inside. Good for them. Very minimal, but there's something about this bag that I like, and I think that it's the super long handles. Which means that come winter, no matter what size your coat, that shoulder bag is getting on there because the handles are super, super long. It's an East-West style, which you know I love. And in terms of design, yeah, it's very straightforward. What really sort of helps here are the different fabrics and the colours that you can get this in. Obviously, if you're a minimal person, then you've got the white, the black, whatever. But there's also like a chocolate suede. There's a studded version that I think is very cool. And then recently they've come out with some more pops of colour, light blue, pastel yellow. So again, I think that this is a bag that we're going to be seeing even more of, and I think that they're going to be doing it in way more colours too. Also, Alaia quality, you can never go wrong. They know what they're doing with leather. The Louis Vuitton men's P9 Speedy, right, which is the Pharrell leather Speedies. I saw them on the runway, I was like, cute, love what you've done with the place, great, move on with my life. This Speedy is obviously a very consistent design that is going to be throughout his collections. We've seen 3 collections from him now, each one has the Speedies involved, be it in the leather, be it in the coated canvas, whatever. So the Speedies are definitely, and look, they're a classic of the house, they're not going anywhere. The leather Speedies, I thought was all a bit of that, a bit of shout, a bit of hype for no reason. And then I touched one and I was like, oh, thanks for that. Because the leather is buttery soft. The way that it just, you set it down and it just puddles. But in a nice structured puddle, not in like there's absolutely no structure and it's just like, what's that? It's like flubber, you know how he's flat. No, it just, even if you look at it on a body, because of the suppleness of the leather, it kind of gives this like wave effect to the sides of the bag. Anyway, I touched it and I was like, great, now I want one. They're very much approaching this as a very, you know, it's limited edition. It's very collectible. You know, this is like a Birkin level piece. In my opinion, it's got this plaque on the inside that's sort of like a play on Pharrell's credit card, and it has his signature and a quote that says, I think the sun shines on all of us, which I kind of love. Like, oh my gosh, imagine having a bad day and you look into your little P9 Speedy and you're like, motivational quote, yes please, that was needed. Also comes with a little leather pouch inside. It's also leather lined. These sold out. The only reason I got to touch one was they had one on display and I was like, may I, you know, I think this is a great piece. They come in 3 sizes. They come in the 25, the 40 and the 50. The prices are crazy. Okay, and depending on where you are in the world, they're slightly, no, they're all high, but depending on where you are, it doesn't. No, they're all high. Obviously, the resale prices are going crazy as well. They sold out from the first launch. I think that they're only going to get more and more and more sought after. Talking about a bag that I own, this is the Savette Symmetry pouch. Now, this was a bag that I was like, I really like it, but it doesn't feel that much like me because it's very minimal. When I tell you, I have been loving this bag because of the amount that you can fit in there. She is much more roomier than you would expect. Savette is a smaller brand, a brand that, to be honest with you, before I sort of saw this bag being talked about a lot, I really wasn't paying attention to. But I really like it. If this is a bag style that you've been considering via the Kelly Pochette, the Loro Piana L19, something like that, then I really do like this brand and I think the quality is great. The other thing with this is I've also been very impressed with the quality thus far. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that it doesn't have feet. I think that they should have, just like that, but like on the toes. Why not, you know? I do love the roundedness of the gold hardware. I have a video going in depth about this bag that I will link below, but it's definitely a bag that has had to be restocked a number of times on websites because they've been selling out, and also that, you know, we've seen on the Rosie Huntington Whiteleys and so on and so forth. The next one is more of a category, and that is vintage bags. Aside from vintage pieces being very trendy at the moment, if you look at the runway, you're going to see a load of like vintage pulls and archival pieces and blah blah blah, and we're seeing a lot of designers in recent years do re-editions of vintage pieces. Like I said earlier with the Dior saddlebag, half the time it is cheaper to buy the original version of the bag on the resale market, you know, through a vintage shop or whatever, than it is to buy the new version, right? Prices have gone up. They know that they can charge, you know, through the teeth. Is that? No, they know that they can charge a lot for the bags and so on and so forth. But it also means that you can now sort of buy these pieces or have access to these pieces that you missed out on years and years and years ago. The vintage market, although I think the prices are like creeping up, and obviously it depends where you go to and blah blah blah, and if you like the hunt or if you don't like the hunt and you want it to be easy, you know, it ranges, but most definitely it is cheaper to buy vintage than it is to buy new current pieces. The Loewe Flamenco purse. This is a new release from the brand. They've done the flamenco bag before, and this is a sort of little leather pouch version that has this donutty little chain that also has the leather threading through it. But what I like about this is the versatility of the ways that you can wear it, because you can do her as a little under the pit clutch that's sort of reminiscent but not quite of the Bottega pouch bag you remember. Or you can use the chain as a shoulder strap. You can have her crossbody with the chain hanging down as like a little bit of a detail. I think that she's very multi-use friendly, and I think that they also do them in some really great colours. It's a bag style that's going to go with a lot. So if you're looking for something that has versatility that you can get a lot of use out of, the Flamenco purse is it. The Ferragamo Hug Crossbody. The Ferragamo Hug range is, there's a lot of bags in that range in such a various styles. I think the crossbody style specifically again has a lot of versatility. From the bags that are out now, you're sort of getting smooth leather, that kind of thing. You have this little hardware at the side that looks like the closure, but it's actually magnetic closure on the inside. And again, she's a clutch, she's a crossbody. But I really, really love the razzle-dazzle versions of this that are coming in autumn-winter. You've got one that's just this like huge sequin discs that look like the scales of a fabulous exotic fish, you know. She's just swimming through the ocean, wiggling her fabulous little tail. It's very much in line for those end-of-year parties, and I just love how fabulous they are. Spoken about this bag before. This is the Prada re-edition mini bag that's like the bucket bag, but it has the crystal chain. Similar to the Loewe flamenco purse that I was talking about, when you wear this bag crossbody, the chain can drape down, looking fabulous, framing the rest of the bag, or you can use it as a strap. There's options with this. I just really like that they've done these huge gems as the strap of the bag, instead of the little sort of crystals stuck or glued or however they do it to the bag that we've seen a lot before, especially from a brand like Prada. They have a lot of crystal pieces, and I just like the use of crystals in this way that feels different. Again, it feels like an elevated casual version. You could wear this out and about on your dailies, and it also feels dressed up for the evening. I want to talk about this Gucci padded bag that's again part of autumn-winter 2024. I think that they're going to push this a lot. I think that this is going to be rather popular, price dependent. It is this very easy flat bag style crossbody, has a little top handle, comes in a smooth, slightly puffed leather. She's a little bit, you know, you want to do that to her. There's also the embossed logo version. Comes in some great colours. Do I have beef with the fact that the big GG on the front is the Marmont one? Yes, especially when it's embossed with the normal GGs. Yes, but that is a bone that I will pick in my mind to absolutely nobody, because I am the one that has a problem and nobody else does. But anyway, I think that they're going to do this in a load of different colours, and I think this is going to be a style that they're going to stick to and do a lot. I really like that blue that they're doing this in, and obviously there's like a great pink and an orange and a green. So let's keep our eyes on that one and how that does when it gets released. I also think there's going to be a lot of focus on the Jackie bag, especially in embellished varieties or like twists on it, different fabrics. Let's end on a bag that I just saw and was like, why have I not heard anything about you? This is the Louis Vuitton Alma backpack. She feels vintage to me. She might be, for all I know. I'm not like an oracle of vintage things, right? I just think that they've done this so well. They have elongated the Alma style, 2 straps as a backpack and a top handle so that you can carry her that way as well. They're doing this in the monogram canvas as well as epi leather in black and an orange. I'm not even a backpack girl. Like, I don't look at backpacks. But this one I was like, do I need a backpack? Please tell me, right? Especially in like a really, really great epi leather colour. Stop. I think this is a really great bag, especially if you do like a backpack, if you want a hands-free. There's something about the structure of it and the shape and the style and the design that makes it look very chic, but a backpack seems extremely casual, you know? And so I just like the marriage of it all. I love epi leather. I think it looks great, and especially in that sort of Alma style. 10 out of 10 for that one. I'm a fan. There you go, guys. Let me know which one was your favourite. I'm going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And in the words of my father,
if you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.